Have you ever walked into a space and you instantly felt at home, where time just slowed down and you just didn't want to leave? Well, I know you have because I have too. And a lot of people think that this feeling comes from really expensive brands or really expensive pieces of furniture, but it's not. It's just very simple tips and tricks that you can use in your space today that will definitely make you feel that feeling over and over again. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down why certain spaces feel very comforting and very welcoming and while others don't. So if you're interested in knowing more, then please keep on watching. So I'm sharing my screen here, and first of all, we're going to talk about lighting. Lighting is very, very important to layer lighting in your room. And what I mean by layering is that you don't want to rely on one source of lighting. And most people just have that one middle pendant or chandelier in the middle of the space, and that just glaring down at the space, and it does not feel warm or comforting at all. It just feels very glary and not necessarily just very bright. Sometimes it can be a little bit dimmed, but there is just no layer. And the eye really enjoys seeing different sources of light from different directions. So let's look at this first example here. You can have the middle pendant chandelier or your main source of light in the middle, but don't forget to have a little lamp by the side, or you can have some sconces, or you can have an art display. These little soft light just really make the space feel warm and cozy and very comforting. Let's look at this picture here. You can still have, again, your main pendant light, but just include another lamp. You will never go wrong with adding more lamps, or you can have some recessed light like this. It's just very diffused. It's very easy on the eye. Nothing is glaring. It's very comforting. That's exactly what you want. And there's another picture here. It's just multiple sources of light. And again, it just creates that cozy feeling. The most important thing here is actually having dimmers. You really need to have control over the brightness of your space and also the color temperature. Sometimes you can have a very bright light, and that, especially at night, that could be very uncomfortable to look at, and it would make you feel like you're in a surgery room. So if you can have dimmers or change in the color temperature, that will completely change the vibe and how your room feels. And to have control over dimmers and light temperature, you can have the Hue from Philips, kind of cheap bulbs that you can buy off of Amazon, and you can just control it from your phone, and that completely take your space to another level. So that's for layering the lights. Next, we're going to talk about layering materials and fabric. So most of these spaces, they all have a lot of materials and different fabrics that are all coming together. So for example, if we look at this picture here, you can have this rattan chairs, you can have a marble table, you can have this fabric here that's a little bit fuzzy and has texture, and you can see how they have a rug. Let's look at this picture here. There's this one that looks more like wool, and then there's this velvet couch here, or velvet chair. You can have this one here where they have another rattan, and they have this very plush looking chair, and then they have marble here. Let's look at this picture. They have this bouclé, and they have throw pillows, and then throw blankets, and they have stone on the fireplace. All these textures, they come together and they make you feel a certain way. They're just stimulating your senses, and nothing is falling flat, because again, once the space feels flat, that's it. It's game over. There's almost like nothing you can do to salvage it. But if you want to introduce more textures and more materials, more layers, more fabrics, that will instantly elevate the space. And don't worry about being more experimental with it, because a lot of times people will be like, well, that could be too cluttering. I can see where that's coming from, but again, you can add more and then start removing, versus if you're too cautious, then your space will always fall very flat and will always be feeling very cold. Next step is talking about wall treatment. Wall treatment is very important. I talked about this in my previous video of on how to elevate your spaces. And wall treatment is, every designer will always have something in their walls. They will never leave a wall blank. So that could be either your wallpaper, that could be your wainscoting, it could be your wood treatment. You could, this is actually an RH place. You can see how the wood is just completely making it feel cozy and homey and warm. There's another one here. They could have left this column just with concrete or just a very blank paint, but just having this wood element here really makes the space feel cozier. Here's another one. This one is they have just wood all around. It could be expensive, but again, that's definitely a look. Here's another one here, and it's just, you can see actually this house is empty and people seems like they haven't moved in yet, but just looking at all the wood, it really makes it feel like it's nice and cozy and you don't want to leave. It's something where it feels like a home. It doesn't feel like a house, but it feels like a home. Next step is layering heights. So layering heights is something that people often don't really pay attention to, because a lot of people don't understand heights, don't understand proportions, widths, depth, etc. But introducing different heights in your space can really elevate the look, because if everything is the same level, you can think of, you know, like a typical Airbnb picture. I'm going to try to like insert a picture here where everything is the same height. The eye again is not stimulated and it's like, what am I looking at? Everything looks the same. There's no hierarchy, because the eye loves hierarchy. That's basically the basis of design is hierarchy. Like the eye likes to be like, okay, look here, then here. So that sequence is what makes a design very very elevated. So here you can see we have a height here of this plant, and then you have another lamp, and you have this, and then you have that, and then you have this. So multiple heights. Let's look at here. You can have, you know, the fireplace going here, then you have the window here, you have the art here, and you have the plant here, and then you have the couch here. Let's look at this one here. You have this super tall art piece, and you have another one here, different height, and then you have the mantle, and then you have your chairs. Let's look at this one here. They couldn't really introduce any height, but they had this mirror where it's really high, and then they have the plant, and then you have the couch. Just having multiple things at different heights, instant elevated space instantly. That's very quick and easy way to do, and you can either do it with a plant, you can do it with a lamp, you can do it with a couch, you can do it with mirror. There's multiple ways of doing it, but as long as you're doing it, then your space will definitely feel elevated. Next one is moody interiors. Sometimes when everything else fails and then the designer is not really able to do much with things, then they can just have a moody interior, whether that's a darker room, whether it's just something more like a brown, very rich brown, or you know, very green sofa, something like this with black marble. That can really make the space feel very warm and cozy. Now, I know that's not for everyone, and that's also sometimes not for every day, but if you want to do it more for like a your office room, or you can do it, for example, in a powder room, sometimes you can do it, you can try it in these small spaces that you're not spending a lot of time in. Maybe in office you're spending time in it, but for example, if you want to just start experimenting with these things, I think the powder room is always the safest bet to start testing your style and start testing your taste in things, and like trying different wallpapers and certain things. So that will definitely elevate your space. Or if you don't want to really commit to something extremely dark, you can do the paint, but then you can do more of a wider pieces, as in furniture, and then your lamp, and then your decoration. I think, speaking of decoration, I think also introducing something very organic, something with clay, something with I mean, we already talked about wood, but like clay or something just a little bit imperfect, that can also make the room feel very personalized to you, like an art that's very raw, and not too perfect, that can really make the space feel like it's you, it belongs to you, and it has your own touch. Next, if too moody is not your style, you can always go for muted interiors, and this is something that looks like this. You can have just your typical Swiss coffee color. It's a very common Benjamin Moore color, but you know, try to differentiate with different furniture pieces. Like this one here, they have more on a greenish bluish color, and then you can have a lighter one on this side, and then try to probably work with organic shapes. Again, something curvy, something that has ruffles like this, just again because this space is already white, and then if you go again with like wider pieces of furniture, very angled pieces, it's gonna start looking flat, and you're like going away from that organic cozy warm feeling towards something that's very cold, and you know, like that, they call it the millennial gray. I'm gonna insert again some pictures here. So we don't want to go there. It's not something that feels very warm and cozy. Here's other things where you can mix and match materials. Again, this one is like marble with some oak color, and again, those organic pieces and very curvy shapes. That's really easy on the eye, and it makes you want to stay in that place a little bit more. Here's another picture of a muted beige. I don't mind this picture. A lot of people can say it's a lot of beige and it's missing colors. I don't mind it. Sometimes I feel like that's very easy on the eye. And again, it has that wooden wall there, and it has some organic materials like wood, and I think this, I don't know if this is exposed concrete flooring, but it's just, it has that very Mediterranean organic Tulum look. So that's pretty much all the tips that I wanted to share today. I wanted to keep it very quick, tips and tricks that you can just go boom, 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 and then you can apply today. These are very easy things that you can do. And again, it's all about making the space feel like you. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's space. It doesn't have to look a certain way. As long as you feel like time sits still and you wanted to spend more time there, I feel like that's when you know you have succeeded and that space is really has your signature. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in having a PDF summary, I'm gonna leave it in the description below. And as usual, leave me a like, subscribe, share, and do all that YouTubey stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.